Wow. Just wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got some huge news about a few hours ago. Studio One is no longer. It is bought by Fender and it's called Fender Studio. What do you guys think about that? Because I don't know. But we're going to check out the video. I'll have it linked in the description box and then I'll weigh in with my takes. All right, let's get it.
In the 16. Hey everyone, Gregor here, and today marks a very important milestone in the 16-year history of our music production software, Studio One Pro.
Damn, it's been around that long, gang? It's been around that long?
Because as of today, we are transitioning PreSonus Studio One Pro to Fender Studio Pro while keeping the version number. We're going from version 7 to version 8, so it's a major product launch, but we want to make it clear that this is a continuation of the DAW that so many of you already know and love.
Man, let me know in the comment section if you want me to try this out, bro. I mean, regardless, I think I want to try it out because I had, on the documents that I was going to try Studio One, and a lot of people just like, man, please, could you do a Studio One video? And here you go. It's just not the video that y'all thought.
Still being developed by the same team in Hamburg. So if you're already using our product, then you can look forward to the same great workflow.
This hairstyle.
Plus a bunch of awesome new features that you can expect from a major release. The arrangement overview in Fender Studio Pro provides a bird's eye view and a faster way to navigate an entire set.
That's off top. I mean, it looks good. It just looks like a opposite version of Ableton Live with a little bit more pizzazz. A little bit more Salt Bay on it.
While the powerful new channel overview provides a whole new way of looking at a single mixer channel strip and accessing all of its features. Fender Studio Pro 8 also introduces the first ever Fender designed native effect plugins, Mustang Native and Rumble Native, which are massively successful in the DSP guitar amplifier world and now finally available.
Now, I used to own one of their modeling guitar amps, Fender, by the way. I sold it on Reverb and the person was happy but mad at the same damn time. Explain that. You get it for a crackhead price and then you still complaining. It's crazy. But other than that, I don't know. It was okay. It was okay,
Software. They come with a ton of guitar pedals as well, work great for guitars, bass, as well as synthesizers. We have a brand new AI-powered way to extract any kind of beat or MIDI notes from.
Ooh. I like that. I know people don't like the AI stuff, but boy, that is definitely cool. What happened? Many things don't do that, within your DAW, and that's my issue. And mind you, I don't necessarily work in DAWs no more. You already know if you're on my channel, I work on the MPC.
And audio samples, which is super powerful. We've also included new functionalities for Impact and Sample 1 in this update, including start and endpoint automation for Sample 1, which is something so many people have requested. Visual indications for fade in and out points. And on top of that, an all-new chord assistant, which is fantastic for songwriting. The new Studio Verb plugin, which is our new premium algorithmic reverb, amazing for sound design, and so much more. We're going to cover all of that here in our playlist. But on
this man is so giddy. I love that.
Other hand, we also have an amazing opportunity to talk to our new users that are not into recording yet. And specifically to that new user group, I would like to give a brief overview of what Studio Pro is all about. Okay. So I just launched the Studio Pro app, and this is the loading screen that you're going to see. Once that's done,
we're going to check out the price on this later.
The central hub where all of the journeys inside of Studio Pro start. The start page. So why a start page then? Why don't you go straight to the session, for example, or why don't you go straight to a mixing template? Well, that's because in Studio Pro, we want to be a musician store, a producer store, a composer store, a mastering engineer store, a guitarist store, a keyboardist, and beatmaker store. And we cannot anticipate every single workflow, but what we can do is ask you what do you want to work on today, and then get everything else out of your way. This is really so important in keeping the entire workflow philosophy of Studio Pro lean and fun. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So here from the start page, whatever your intention is, you always should start by clicking on New, and you will find a bunch of templates right here that are customized to your specific applications. For example, Record and Mix would open up just a brand new session, and then in the fundamental philosophy of drag and drop, you can simply add your instruments and then start playing them right away from a MIDI controller. You expect this would happen, and it happens. If you're a singer-songwriter.
I'm not a huge fan of their MIDI, their DAW. I mean, not their DAW, but their MIDI controller or whatever. It didn't PreSonus design those or whatnot. PreSonus, the speakers I have behind me, by the way, are PreSonus Air 12s. Them things wang. Now, Personas make some good stuff now.
I know. You just want to record your guitar as fast as possible. You don't care about any of that. Then, of course, we also have a template for you on the start page. One of my favorites in Studio Pro 8 is actually the Jam Now template. Here you can specify what kind of instrument you play. Let's assume that you're a guitarist. And then you can pre-audition some jam tracks. For example, this awesome reggae tune.
All right, let me go ahead and skip all this because I don't want to get no copyright claim.
You have a perfect session completely mapped out already. You can still edit that in any way you see fit. And all you need to do to start jamming is just select your guitar input on your sound card from here, then press that big red record button and you're off to the races. Just amazing templates and new features in Studio Pro 8 that you can look forward to.
Well, he looks so happy within that DAW.
For example, we have an awesome new template called Launch Loops that you can open up where you can pick a style and you can start working just like a remix DJ immediately.
So I'm guessing it's similar to what it's similar to is basically Ableton Launch or whatever. So I'm assuming that. All right.
We try to stay as consistent as possible with this simple workflow philosophy throughout the entire software, even when things get a little bit more complicated. Okay. Here's another example for this. If I make a multi-selection of several channels like this while holding down Shift, then I could duplicate the Fender Mustang, one of the most exciting new plugins in Studio Pro, directly onto these selected channels, like so. And this even works for the entire insert chain, and it works for send effects too. Simply put, the execution is always simple, but the processing behind it is not. So that is the core philosophy that I wanted to show you in this overview. Let's go back to the start page for a moment and check out what other templates we can use. So back on the start page, we once again click on New, and let's assume that we are using Studio Pro not as a musician, but as an audio engineer. Then I could click on Master and Release, and this would take me straight to the mastering page. This is a dedicated mastering environment, and it focuses naturally on completely different things than the session page that we've seen before that. The loudness metering is very important, for example, and seeing the frequency spectrum to spot any kind of problems that would be quite disastrous if this song gets released without anybody noticing. The same principle is applied in another template, which is Rehearse and Perform. This leads you to the show page, and on the show page, all of the parameters that are not relevant for live performance are hidden to reduce stress and keep you focused on stage. The bigger point here is no matter what you do, whether you're a content creator, you're creating podcasts, whether you're a guitarist, you're a keyboard player, you're a beat maker, you're an audio engineer, or you're a live performer, you have a home in our DAW Studio Pro.
Rogers, it look like.
And me and the entire team could not be more excited for the future and to take you on this journey with us.
All right. Well, we have it. So what is the take going to be? What is my take going to be? Well, I know people don't like mergers in this space, and then they like to complain about them. The reason why they merge is because they're not. Well, who knows? I can only call it from a generic standpoint, I guess is the best word I can come with. When companies aren't making X amount of money or whatever to cover a bottom line, they end up merging with another company or being what you call the word there. I can't think of it right now because I'm an idiot, but acquired. So they have like an acquisition of some sorts, and then we're getting into the details here, but as far as my take on what I've seen, one of the features, drum extraction or like audio to MIDI, one of the things that people always talk about, they want it inside of the MPCs and whatever. Good luck with that. It could be in a specific one, but they're not going to be in like the older MPCs. It just won't happen. New MPCs, possibly. I don't know anything, but anyways, more so on this Personas, the Studio One Talk, which is now Fender Studio Pro. I don't know how I feel about the name. Not L name, I'll say that much. I'm a huge fan of Fender. My favorite guitar, the one that I play the most, is a Fender Squire. So, but I look forward to it. I've always used Fender stuff, ever since I started playing guitar. Not much to complain about, you know what I mean? But other than that, I'll probably give it a go. Oh, yeah, I did say I was going to check out the price, right? Oop, that's what we are going to do. Okay, we have arrived to the website. I'm going to hit the buy now button, and oh my God. Perpetual license, $199. Okay, cool. And then they have a perpetual license with pro annual plan, $179. I don't know. And then they have a Pro monthly plan for $19.99 a month. So $19.99. And not bad. No demo version anymore. I think I do have a license for this stuff, man. I promise you that I have a license. I promise you I have a license for it. So we'll find out momentarily if, once I dig or whatever. But what do you think? Are you upset? Are you mad? Are you happy that they're still around and they're back and bigger than ever? Fender got it in there or whatever. What do you think about the name? All that stuff can be put in the description box. And, not the description, of course, not the description, but in the comment section. And yeah, just let me know how you feel.